So it was 2 years ago, during a wolf at the retreat here at Dharmakosha, that Manjusvara died, on a Wednesday, and in Edinburgh. Well, that's what it said on his death certificate. But those of us who loved him know that really he flew from here. His body ended up in Edinburgh, but he was already gone. 2 of the most vivid days in my life, between hearing that he'd had a stroke, as they thought, and hearing that he died. And 2 years on, what do I make of it? Well, he was only 57, but he'd done his work, more work than many people do in a normal length of life. The shimmering, living web of love and life, which he set up and span out across the world, from the bigness that was his heart. That was his life. And what a life. A life he tried to live with as much awareness and as much compassion as he possibly could. I've thought that writing was his greatest love. But is that true? What about India? Karuna? Perhaps it would be fair to say that he wanted them to have the fruits of his writing skills. Skills that he shared through his work for the Abhayaratna Trust, through what he called the magician's hinge of fundraising as a spiritual practice, to generate empathy, compassion and hard cash to change people's lives. And he certainly did that. And in the end it was interesting, wasn't it? How he gave the last of his earthly resources to the order, to the Abhayaratna Trust. Another love of his life, for sure, the order. At times that was a tormented relationship, but it was a relationship that endured right through his life. When I first heard that he'd given all his money to the Abhayaratna Trust, I was surprised it wasn't Karuna. But it was about the work of 30 seconds to work out why. Manjusvara clearly had an understanding of conditionality, and he could see that in giving his money to the Abhayaratna Trust, he was going to enable the Dharma work of order members to carry on spreading in every direction through projects like the Abhayaratna Trust and through many other shared endeavours as well. That his brothers and sisters in the order could carry on the work he cared about so much, the work of Dharma faring, the work of changing people's lives. So I've thought Manjusvara's legacy to the Abhayaratna Trust was, in a way, perhaps one of his final messages to us, and his final gift.